Good morning, students. This is Pramod Joy, your computer science teacher. And today we are going to discuss about unit number 2, computer networks. And this unit number 2 is for 15 marks. And this unit number 2 contains two chapters, chapter number 11 and chapter number 12. And for the time being, we are going to discuss about the chapter number 11, computer networks. Starting from the definition of the computer network. What do you mean by a computer network, or what do you mean by a network? Network is an interconnected collection of autonomous computers. I repeat, network is an interconnected collection of autonomous computers. That means more than one or two computers are connected. You can call it as a network. You can call it as a computer network. Now the question is, why there is such a networking? What's the need of computer networking, or what are the advantages of computer networking? And these are the advantages, and they are resource sharing for reliability, cost factor, and as a communication medium. We are using these computer networks. We are just connecting the computer network for this all uses. Components of a computer network, or in other terms, elementary terms related with the computer network. One such term is nodes, otherwise known as workstations, otherwise known as clients, otherwise known as terminals, etc. Computers that are attached to a network, they are called nodes or workstations or terminals or clients. Other term, server. What do you mean by a server? A computer that facilitates the sharing of data or software or hardware resources on the network is termed as server. Servers can be classified mainly into two based on the role played by the server, role played by the computer. And they are non-dedicated server and dedicated server. For example, in the case of a small network, a workstation that can double up as a server is known as non-dedicated server, since it is not completely dedicated to the cost of serving. And the networks using such a server are known as peer-to-peer network. Now the dedicated server. On a bigger network, there is a computer reserved for server's job, and its only job is to help workstation to access data, software, and hardware resources. Such a server is called dedicated server. The networks using such a server are known as master slave or client server network. The servers can be again classified based on the job it performs. And the servers can be classified mainly into three. They are file server, printer server, modem server. Now the explanation of file server, printer server, and modem server. A server exclusively for serving file related requests like storing files, deciding about their access privileges, and regulating the amount of space allowed for each user is known as file server. Printer server. Printer server takes care of the printing requirements of a number of workstations. Now modem server. Modem server helps a group of network users use a modem to transmit long distance messages. Network interface unit, NIU. The network interface unit is a device that is attached to each of the workstations and the server, and helps the workstations to establish the all important connection with the network. Different manufacturers have different names for that interface. Network interface unit is also known by network card or NIC, network interface card, or TAP, terminal access point. Each NIU or each network card that is attached to a workstation has a unique number identifying it, known as the node address. NIC, network interface card manufacturer, assigns a unique physical address to each network interface card. This physical address is known as MAC address, Media Access Control Address. A MAC address is a 6-byte address with each byte separated by a colon. An example is given below. The first 3 bytes of the MAC address are the manufacturer ID and the last 3 bytes are the card number. IP address. Computer on a network follows some set of rules for communicating with one another. These set of rules are called protocols. Rules and regulations for communication. They are called protocols. There are many networking protocols. One of the most common networking protocol is TCP/IP protocol, Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, TCP/IP protocol. A network that follows TCP/IP protocol can be termed as TCP/IP network. A network that follows TCP/IP protocol can be termed as TCP/IP network. Every machine on a TCP/IP network has a unique identifying number called an IP address. Each IP address is actually a series containing 4 numbers separated by dots or periods. An example is given below. Domain name. Different websites on the internet also have their unique IP addresses. URL is the domain name of the website, and domain name is the unique name of a website. A domain name generally contains following parts. First one www, second one the name describing website's purpose, and the third one TLD, top level domain such as .com, .net, .org, .edu, etc. etc. A domain name is also known as a DNS name, domain name system name. Domain name resolution. Since a website is hosted on a computer, and in order to reach a website, its host computer must be reached. Domain name resolution refers to the process of obtaining corresponding IP address from a domain name.